The nursing agency warned me the patient was wealthy. They didn't warn me the house would feel like a museum that was still breathing. The mansion sat behind iron gates, perfectly manicured hedges, fountains running even in winter. A maid opened the door before I rang the doorbell, tall, pale, dressed in black and white like she'd stepped out of another century. "We've been waiting for you," she said softly. She smiled without warmth and led me inside. I nodded and asked where to go as I looked around at the giant estate. The patient, Mr. Ardent, was confined to the east wing. Frail, oxygen-dependent, unable to speak. But he had a pen and a notepad nearby to communicate. "Here, welcome Pam," it said. That wasn't my name, maybe the previous nurse. The first visit went well. On the way out, I caught a glimpse of the maid cleaning the foyer. Her face looked sunken, pale. Long day, maybe. The second visit, I noticed something strange. The maid looked sunken and pale again. But she aged more. It was only a week. A faint crack in her lower lip. Dark circles under her eyes. I heard slow and soft steps of someone walking around the house. I asked if Mr. Ardent's health had improved.
"Just the chef,"
the maid replied. As I checked Mr. Ardent's vitals, I noticed the notepad said, "Pam leaves soon exit." I assumed he was tired, so I assured him I would leave as soon as I was finished. On the way out, I passed by the kitchen and noticed it was perfectly clean, no chef. The maid was just finishing up cleaning, it seemed, but she looked frail, almost zombie-like. On the third visit, the maid looked great, revitalized completely. She spoke well and told me Mr. Ardent's health was not improving and asked me to check on him. On the way to the east wing, I heard many footsteps. The maid saw my curious face and sternly said,
"Plumbers, those old pipes."
As I checked on Mr. Ardent, I saw the notepad first. "You never helped me, now it's too late." But when I went to check his vitals, he was cold. He'd been like this for days, maybe since hours after my last visit. I reached for my phone to call the nursing agency to report this. But as I grabbed my phone, I knocked the notepad onto the floor, and that's when I noticed the notes. "Here, welcome Pam. Help" were the letters capitalized. "Pam leaves soon exit. Please."